I want to do so much for you guys in this video that by the end, you're going to want to like hug me really tight. What is happening, you guys? Ari here with Boston Automotive Consulting. And as always, this video is brought to you by SaveOnMyAuto.com, where you can go on and get a head start in shopping around for the best price on this Ford F-150. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing, because this channel and this video is going to give you everything you're going to need to know so that you can negotiate your best possible deal on a Ford F-150. And tonight, I'm going to be focusing on an XLT SuperCrew crew cab. I think I said that right. 4x4. So, what I want to do is break down this video into 3 parts. 1, the purchase tips. 2, the lease tips. And 3, something brand new that I'm trying out for the first time, insurance and average insurance costs. So we'll take the lowest and the highest, and I'll try to share some interesting finds that I gathered from my research earlier today. Now, the Ford F-150 XLT that I'm working on for tonight's video has an MSRP of $49,755. Keep in mind right now, guys, what you're gonna see on a lot of Ford F-150s is, especially if they're above $50,000, Ford is adding more equipment and not charging you for them. They're option packages that, if you look on the window sticker, they're giving you credits for these option packages, furthermore reducing the window sticker price. You'll see on a lot of dealers' websites that they'll have the actual full price listed, and they'll use like the option credits that Ford is giving back as a quote-unquote discount, but that's not exactly the case. What you want to do is take the actual window sticker price coming from Ford and apply everything that I'm about to throw out at you right now. Now, Ford F-150s from the factory, they've got about a 6.5% markup. However, 6.5% is not all we're going after right now. So Ford F-150s right now, they've got a lot of supply, like I mean a ton, especially the XLT SuperCrew crew cabs. And what you've got to realize is Ford is really eager to push them. In fact, a lot of the incentives that are in place right now, just from Ford alone, you could score about between like 10 and 12% off. So what you want to do is go for about 1.5 of the actual markup from the factory. So if I were to make a suggestion, I'd probably say try to hit above 10% off of the MSRP and start subtracting some of the rebates that we've got coming from Ford. So before we start subtracting the rebates, in essence, we're looking for about $5,000 off the sticker price, just off the price of the car, bringing us to a selling price of about $44,779. $6,500 coming from Ford if you're going to be financing through Ford. Now, I've got to caution you. You might go to the dealership and you might see, you know, the big fat discounts, and then they might come out with a really, really high interest rate to go alongside it. The catch in all of this is that you've got to finance with Ford in order to be able to capitalize on all of these rebates that they've got. I do want to tell you this though. What you want to do is finance with whatever they want you to finance at. Make sure that it's, you know, nothing like 10% APR, but finance through Ford Credit and then just refinance it after. I've got a link in the description to my suggested refinancing companies. Go through Ford, refinance a few months later, take advantage, because what that's gonna do for you is bring you down to a selling price of about $38,280. Now, if you've got a Ford currently, a 95 or newer Ford Mercury Lincoln, or you've got a competitive vehicle also, you get another $1,000. That same $1,000 for either loyalty or competitive vehicle can be applied if you're gonna be leasing. And speaking of which, if you're planning on leasing the Ford F-150, same targets for the most part, however, the rebates change a little bit because they're a little bit less if you're gonna be leasing. So, same target selling price as before, roughly around $44,780, $3,250 in lease cash coming from Ford. Now, you can apply that additional $1,000 for loyalty or Conquest. However, I'm not gonna be, actually, hell, I'm gonna use it for the sake of this calculation. $4,250 in lease cash, a 58% residual at 10,000 miles a year. and a 1.25% APR on the lease. Now, giving just the inception fees, so your first payment, acquisition fee, doc fee, registration, all that good stuff, due up front, roughly about $1,800, we'd be talking about $383 a month. That's including sales tax, you guys. Now, the fun really starts on the first phone call. So basically what I like to suggest is go on Save on My Auto, right? Check off a bunch of dealers. Use your work or your home zip code and make an Excel spreadsheet, right? Plug in all the different dealers that you've gotten into contact with. Hardcore shop this thing around. Try and get $10,000, $12,000 off of the F-150. If you can get more, guys, really, I'm super thrilled for you. Write it in the comment section below. SaveOnMyAuto.com. Go get them. Now, as far as insurance, you guys, so really cool little chart I found on quoteinspector.com. I don't know exactly how accurate it is, and I want to give them credit for at least putting something out there. I'm gonna post the graphic that they had posted here. I think it was like $69 was the average monthly premium in Maine, and it was like $150 out in California. So really cool, and I've got a link to my suggested insurance provider in the link in the description below. You're gonna find all my suggestions for shopping around the price, purchase and refinancing loans, insurance, and checking your FICO Auto Score 8. Everything's down below. I hope that this information was useful, you guys, and you're well prepared, well armed to go out there and strike a smoking hot Ford F-150 deal. If you found this information useful and you want to see more of these new car buying and somewhat insurance related tip type videos, please consider subscribing. And don't forget to visit SaveOnMyAuto.com down in the link in the description below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.